In this Money Smart Basics video, we dive into the big changes coming to Social Security in 2025 that could impact millions of Americans. Discover the 3 significant modifications that are set to reshape the Social Security landscape, including adjustments to benefits, eligibility criteria, and funding strategies. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. Retirement. It's that magical time when you finally ditch the alarm clock and embrace a life of leisure. For millions of Americans, Social Security benefits are the golden ticket to funding these golden years. But here's the thing about safety nets. They need to be strong enough to catch you. And lately, the Social Security system has been looking a little frayed around the edges. The program faces a looming funding gap. This means that without some changes, it won't be able to pay out full benefits to future retirees. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're planning on retiring anytime soon, or even just hoping to rely on Social Security in the future, you need to pay attention. Because in 2025, some pretty significant changes are coming to a Social Security office near you. Stay tuned. Remember that funding gap we talked about? Well, 2025 is when the Social Security Trust Fund, the program's piggy bank, is projected to be depleted. This doesn't mean Social Security is going bankrupt, but it does mean that without any changes, there won't be enough money to cover all promised benefits in full. Congress isn't just going to sit around and watch this happen. They've got to come up with a solution, and fast. We're talking about potentially reducing benefits, raising taxes, or some combination of the two. The clock is ticking, and the decisions made about Social Security in the near future will have a real impact on your life. Whether you're nearing retirement or just starting out, these changes will affect you. In the following sections, we'll break down the 3 biggest changes headed our way in 2025. We'll explain what they are, why they're happening, and what they mean for your retirement dreams. Okay, folks, let's dive into the first big change hitting Social Security in 2025, the way your benefits are calculated. Currently, Social Security benefits are determined using a formula that considers your lifetime earnings. The higher your earnings, the higher your benefits, up to a certain limit. To address that pesky funding gap, one proposal on the table is to tweak the formula used to calculate benefits. This recalculation aims to ensure the system's sustainability, but it could mean slightly lower monthly checks for some retirees. Now, before you panic, remember that these changes are still being debated, but it's crucial to understand how this potential shift could impact your retirement income. Because even a small reduction in monthly benefits can add up over time, especially in a world where the cost of living seems to be doing nothing but going up. So let's break down this complex issue and see what it means for you. To grasp the potential changes, you need to understand a fancy little acronym, AME. It stands for Average Indexed Monthly Earnings. Your AME represents your average earnings over your 35 highest earning years, adjusted for inflation. This AME figure is then plugged into a formula to determine your primary insurance amount, or PIA. One proposal suggests changing how the AME is calculated, which would impact the resulting PIA and ultimately your monthly checks. They're talking about using a different inflation measure, one that might not reflect the real rising costs of healthcare and housing, especially for seniors. I'm just trying to give you the lowdown on how these seemingly small tweaks to formulas and acronyms can have a real impact on your wallet. So, stay tuned as we delve deeper into who gets hit hardest by these potential changes. Section 3, the ripple effect. Who gets hit hardest? All right, let's talk about who might feel the pinch most if these benefit calculation changes come into effect. First up, high earners. If you consistently earned above that limit during your working years, you might see a slightly smaller increase in your benefits compared to the current formula. Next in line, future retirees. Those just entering the workforce in the coming years could be looking at a different benefit landscape altogether. And here's the kicker. Even if you're already receiving benefits, you're not off the hook. The proposed changes could affect the annual cost of living adjustments or COLAs applied to your benefits. Section 1. The taxman cometh again. Payroll taxes on the rise. Alright folks, remember those payroll taxes deducted from your paycheck? The ones that fund Social Security and Medicare? Well, get ready for a potential increase. Yes, you heard that right. See, those payroll taxes are the lifeblood of the Social Security system. But with the program facing a funding shortfall, one of the solutions being floated is to increase these taxes. Currently, employees and employers each contribute 6.2% of wages to Social Security, up to a certain limit. One proposal suggests gradually raising this rate, which means both you and your boss would be chipping in a bit more. But remember that looming funding gap? Well, something's got to give, and raising payroll taxes is seen as one way to bridge the gap and ensure the long-term sustainability of Social Security. So, let's delve deeper into how this potential increase could impact your take-home pay. Stay tuned. Section 2. Feeling the pinch. What it means for your paycheck. Let's be real, folks. Any increase in payroll taxes means less money in your pocket. Now, the exact impact of a payroll tax hike depends on how much you earn. Those with higher incomes might see a more significant deduction from their paychecks, but even if you're earning a modest wage, that extra percentage point can still make a difference, especially in a world where every penny counts. Imagine this. You're finally able to put a little extra cash towards that vacation you've been dreaming of, but then, bam, payroll taxes increase, and suddenly that extra money is gone, absorbed back into the system. But understanding the potential impact on your paycheck is vital for planning your financial future. So, hold on tight as we explore how employers might react to these proposed changes. Section 3. Sharing the burden employers in the equation. Now, you might be thinking, hey, this payroll tax increase isn't just on me, right? My employer has to pay more too. And you'd be absolutely right, but here's the catch. Employers might not be too thrilled about shelling out extra cash either. Remember, businesses operate on tight margins, and any increase in their expenses can impact their bottom line. We could see businesses raising prices for goods and services, which ultimately impacts consumers. Yes, that's you again. Or they might cut back on hiring new employees, which could affect the job market. And in some cases, businesses might even reduce employee benefits or wages to compensate for the increased payroll tax burden. Changes to one part of the system can create ripple effects that impact everyone. So, understanding how employers might react to a payroll tax increase is crucial for grasping the full picture of what these changes could mean for the economy, and ultimately, your wallet. Section 1. Retirement redefined, adjusting the golden age. Alright folks, let's talk about the R word, retirement. But what if I told you that the age at which you can access those sweet, sweet Social Security benefits might be changing? Yeah, you heard that right. Right now, the full retirement age, the age when you can collect your full Social Security benefits, is gradually increasing. For those born in 1960 or later, it's 67. But hold on to your hats, because there's talk of pushing that age back even further. The logic is simple, albeit a bit disheartening. If people work longer and contribute to Social Security for more years, it pumps more money into the system. And if they delay claiming benefits, it eases the payout burden. While it might seem like a sensible solution on paper, raising the retirement age has some potentially significant consequences for everyday Americans. Imagine this. You're picturing yourself sailing off into the sunset at 65. Finally free from the daily grind. But with a higher retirement age, that sunset cruise might have to wait. For many Americans, working longer isn't just an inconvenience, it's a necessity. They rely on Social Security benefits to make ends meet in retirement, and delaying those benefits could mean a significant financial hit. We're talking about people having to dip into their savings earlier, downsize their homes, or even take on part-time jobs just to make ends meet. And let's not forget about the physical toll of working longer, especially for those in physically demanding jobs. Asking them to work well into their late 60s or even 70s could be a recipe for burnout, injury, or worse. Raising the retirement age could create a very different reality for millions of Americans, one where retirement dreams are deferred, financial security is less certain, and the golden years feel a little less golden. Look, I'm not here to tell you how to plan for retirement. You do you. But what I am here to say is that these potential changes to Social Security make it more important than ever to be informed, to be proactive, and to be prepared. Because the retirement landscape is shifting, folks, and we need to be ready to navigate the changing terrain. Start by staying informed about proposed changes to Social Security. Read articles, follow reputable news sources, and don't be afraid to reach out to your elected officials to voice your concerns. Knowledge is power, people, especially when it comes to your financial future. Finally, remember that retirement isn't just about money, it's about living your best life. Now let's recap the 3 big changes to Social Security that could be heading your way in 2025. Alright folks, let's recap the potential Social Security shakeup. We've got 3 major players in this high-stakes game. First, your benefits calculation might change, leaving some retirees with lighter wallets. Second, payroll taxes could go up, squeezing workers and employers. And finally, the retirement age might move further down the road. The idea is to keep Social Security afloat for future generations. These changes are a big deal. It's about real people, their families, and their dreams. The future of Social Security is still being written, and you have a voice in that story. Firstly, stay informed. Don't just bury your head in the sand. Knowledge is power. Read up on the changes, follow the news, and understand how these changes might impact you. Ignorance isn't bliss with your retirement savings. Next, channel your inner financial guru. Look at your retirement plan. Are you saving enough? Do you have a rainy day fund, a diversified portfolio? It might be time to call in the professionals. Financial advisors can help you navigate these waters. Remember, retirement isn't just about money, it's about living your best life. Spend time with loved ones, pursue passions, and cross things off that bucket list. Be financially responsible, but have fun too. The future of Social Security might be uncertain, but with knowledge, planning, and determination, you can face those golden years head on, ready to embrace whatever adventures come your way. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to call my financial advisor. That margarita isn't going to pay for itself. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promise. Am I the only one that didn't know Social Security is changing? Let's catch up. Benefits are adjusting and it might impact your retirement plans. Share your thoughts in the comments and explore our other videos for smart financial tips. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos.